How's it going, everyone? Welcome to a short episode of some Crossout news here, because we got a potentially confirmed new faction coming called the Ravens. Now, there's been so much talk about this lately, the next big event that is going to happen as soon as Founders is over, because as of recording this, there are just 9 days left of Founders, the Founders Battle Pass event. And after those 9 days, everything will be gone forever. At least all of the stuff that you haven't grinded. So if you haven't gotten all of the recipes yet, now is a very good time to go get them, because they will be out of the game soon. If you have gotten them, do not worry, because you'll keep them forever. So don't stress that. But the reason that I wanted to pick up this video here today was simply because I think there might be a new faction coming, and I think I've looked around for a little bit just to try to find all of the information that I could on this subject, and there's quite a lot of info in this little story that they posted, which is called Liberation Anthem Part 1. The news talk about the first appearance of the Ravens and then the following appearances of this group called Ravens, which might be the group that we can see up here. Some interesting looking builds here indeed. And this sort of combined with all of the previous stuff that we've heard, I think the Ravens will be the guys to bring us all of the new smoke screens and the hidey thingies. Don't really know what those are yet, but they talked about some modules that, you know, you could see people and you couldn't see them, and then they were hiding in plain sight and stuff like that. So there's been a lot of teasers all around, but they haven't really given us anything specific yet. So I just wanted to do this video to recap everything, and then because this statement or this news post right here is the most specific we've had so far. We now have a name on them. I talked a bit about this on my Discord with a couple people in there, and we're like guessing on a couple of things so far. Either it's a new faction that will be introduced maybe with the battle pass system, just like the Founders have, or it will be a special event that will be here just like the Night Riders. So the Ravens will sort of be a replacement for the Night Riders, because we had a news post some time ago where the radio of the Wasteland was talking to the Night Riders, and the Night Riders were attacked in their camp. This post also talks about how the Ravens attack all the camps that they get close to. Even this post says, for the Explorer, the story of another local massacre is routine, almost normal, but we also mourn those who are gone while trying to find out what really happened. I was brought to the settlement of T by news of the emergence of a new group and the ensuing tragedy. After receiving a report from the scouts, I immediately followed the footsteps of the Ravens, but arrived too late. Without too many details, you know what a burned settlement looks like. So she visited the person telling this story visited a settlement that was burned down. This could be the Night Rider settlement, because the Night Rider settlement was attacked just as they were about to talk to the radio of the Wasteland. This is sort of the storyline that has been written. So my theory at the moment is that this will be a limited time faction, a bit like the Night Riders, and then this actually progresses over to something that sounds like we will be getting a new event where we will fight these Ravens. Because if we go to the bottom here, almost 2 weeks later on the road, I heard more frightening news. The Ravens rerouted their colorful battle convoy towards one of our allied settlements, Terminal 45, still recovering from last year's siege of Grunge. Now, for those of you that don't know what this is about, this was the Christmas event in 2017, where we had to defend the Christmas tree in Terminal 45. And once you'd done that, defended that frozen waves, you would have to go to a different objective and collect 10 gifts. And at the end, when you collected all of those gifts, you could go and fight Grunge for this special event. Wondering if we will see a new raid, something like this, on the Terminal 45. Personally, not hoping that they're reusing the model that they used for the last raid, but I don't think so, because that one wasn't too exciting after a couple runs. So at least just hoping that they will give us something funny. But nevertheless, this does hint towards the fact that we are going to get a special time limited event that we can play a bit like, for example, this year's Grunge event, which in my opinion was a massive success. It was rather funny to sit there and play actually, and there was a lot of cool rewards with it. It will be interesting to see what kind of stuff that they're coming up with for this next event, but definitely we will be seeing some faction that we haven't seen before. But will it be permanent? Will it be a limited one like the Night Riders? That is still a question, and if you are interested in seeing some of these items, I cannot show them because I don't really do myself in leaks. But if you want to go and see them for yourself, you can always go and search it on YouTube because there's plenty of videos of it. So it shouldn't be all that hard to find at the end of the day. But that was just a little short video for me today. Just wanted to fill you guys in on this. If you are somewhat new to Crossout, this is something that you might be able to expect. At least that's what I think from my viewpoint. Hope you could use this info for something good. I'll talk to you guys again very, very soon. Thank you for joining. Bye bye.